I'm fighting for my life over here, fam. My controller won't sync up properly, anything like this. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god. I'm trying to just get everything to the point where it works. What the fuck? That's a new one. I'm like, this is the 5th of these games I've played on stream. And like, I've had a controller die or something, or I've had it randomly swap. Hi, John. How are you? I've had it randomly swap like button inputs where I'll be in the middle of a stream and it'll go from showing me like Xbox buttons to PlayStation buttons or whatever. Never in my life have I had it just refuse to sync the controller. Oh, and I just fucking broke something else. Oh my god. Fuck me. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, you see, I swear if I have to play this shit through Steam Big Picture for it to work, I will do that. I'm not above that. Okay, now just magically work. Oh. Okay, are we good? It's not letting me skip any of the intro shit. Like here. Right? This is a little more scuffed than I normally am, which is an issue. Like normally, sure, I have a little bit of scuff going on. That's just par for the course on my streams. Also, my tracking's being weird today. That's great. Oh, yep. I'm not using, I'm back on webcam tracking today just due to kind of the circumstances around it because I wasn't planning on doing this stream. So I didn't make sure the phone was charged or anything like that. Okay, we're just black screening this game? What the fuck? Okay, let's come back here. Yeah, like where the fuck is my mouth? What is up with that? Okay, let's just just ping myself out of existence real quick. It's just like everything. What? Oh, one of those, huh? And it seemed like everything was going fine, like right beforehand. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what it's doing with tracking. I don't know why that's not doing it. Weird. Okay, I just love that I'm having like 4 different concurrent issues at the same time. Yeah. Okay, we're having a time here. um, could I? That's probably the screen I should have it on. I like never use this one. It's okay. Let's start with tracking. Let's see if I can get that figured out. Because maybe there's some settings I can tweak that'll give me better results there. Scuffed is an understatement right now. Okay. 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 I'm going to say tracking looks like it's going a little bit better now. A lot a bit better. So I can pretty confidently come and... There we go. That took a second to pop in. I can pretty confidently come back here for the time being. It's a start. And it sounds like I just got mail. That's okay. It'll be fine. It can just exist in the mailbox. It is what it is. Yeah, it's actually working now instead of whatever was going on before, which is a nice improvement. What the fuck was that? Okay, and it still doesn't want to let me skip the opening cinematics. But will the controller work in the menus and stuff now? No. Okay, this is lovely. Controller settings? Maybe it's just like nothing's mapped? Why was Steam input not on? What the fuck? Okay, that's just magically fixed it. So that might have been my problem the whole time. So if we pop over here and come back into the game. Okay. Whenever it decides it wants to actually show the game. I swear to God if I have it on the wrong fucking window. Please. Please, I do. Oh my... I was so unprepared. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. We're cool. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay. Why is my bro moving so slow? What the fuck? Okay, maybe that's just how he runs, I guess. I haven't played this game in like a month, so... Actually, yeah, that might be about right. I didn't read what the save file said when I clicked into it. No, I'm positive this game feels like it's running slow for some reason. Am I tripping? Maybe. We'll find out. Ooh, what is that? Okay. We'll find out, I think, when we get into combat. All I can kind of do is hope. We'll see how things go. This is the lovely part, is it's a lot of text. A lot of text. And I never know how long to hang on any given text box. Like, do I just leave it as fast as I read it, or what? It'd be like that. It also doesn't help that I leave my model very comfortably in front of the text. It's fine, you can get 90% of it from context. They might be overly complex and interwoven stories, but they're sure not fucking hard ones to understand. Okay. Okay, somebody's making waves. It's a nice chandelier. Plural. Chandeliers, I guess. Why is it feeding back? That's weird. Doesn't normally. Okay. Oh. Lovely looking guy. To get you to fuck off, that's what it's for. Should be pretty self-explanatory, my man. It's a big-ass pile of cash in front of you. I don't know how much of the plot of the first chapter before this is relevant to know for what's going on. I feel like messy shooting and all that's all you really need to know. I think the cat wants out. Always seems to be the case. You know, they'll chill for however long, but as soon as I want to stream, he's like, please let me go. Okay, I can do that. It's a cutscene anyway. Okay. Another guy who looks totally trustworthy. Fantastic. Nice hand. Lovely finger. Wonder why he lost that, huh? Not even like on ice, just like wrapped in a towel? Well, I guess it's not quite a towel, but... yeah, such a lovely fellow. Yeah, kinda. Doesn't mean that you like anybody here. Good, I'm sure this totally won't come back to bite us. I just love long cutscenes, fam. It's my thing. Ooh. I do a lot more drinking during these streams than I do during other ones, because I have so much time to sit down and just drink. Like I sit here, I jiggle a joystick every now and then and have some water. Just a nice tall glass. Come on, man, how fucking long is this cutscene? I'm so glad I've played these games before, so I know what I'm getting into, but... Ooh. You sure do feel it, especially when it's right at the start of a chapter like this. Well, I guess it's not really right at the start of a chapter. There was a little bit before this, but... Oh, wow, crazy. You'd almost think that was your ulterior motive the whole time. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You think crazy snakeskin jacket man's gonna give up his fucking business? No. Wow, the only fucking rational thing Daigo says in the whole series. Crazy. No, it's all about sending a message. Crazy. I don't know that those are words I would use. Yeah, I don't think reasonable is quite the way to describe them. Man spends his entire professional career fucking things up for other people. Or give him what he initially asked for. Give him the life of the man who did it. Come on. Okay, cool. Let me kick a guy. Definitely not one I could sit here and skip cutscenes in. All right. Oh, wow, you'd almost think that's exactly what he wanted. Uh-huh. Yeah, they want to know where the fuck he is. Because he's got some weight in it somewhere, somehow. Perfect. All right. Three decades? 3? Oh, hello there. Welcome back. All right. Good stuff. Come on. I want to kick people. Why is my chin so far down? What? Here, we'll just casually this is fine. No, nobody look for a second. Okay, cool. That's a bit better. And I put it back on the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, cool. To the club. Oh, right, the date. No, that's okay. It's not fucking your problem. Richest man in the city, basically, right here. We got this. Come on, let's get that bread. It's totally not ominous. Okay. I still feel like everything's running at a really weird speed for some reason. And it wants me to go down there. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop a save. And we're going to mess with some things and see if it is. Because you can't tell me that's right. Like, I know I haven't played the game in a month. But it just feels like I'm running through jelly. That's gotta be something wrong. 11:28. Oh my god. I didn't realize it's been that long. How the fuck do I even... There we go. Exit to Windows. We'll just take a little second here and just run a little experiment. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have the right settings and stuff on. Not ideal. Okay, come back here. And now just magically work. Because I don't know what else I could do. Maybe that'll help. Oh, probably not, because my controller is synced through it. I'm having such a great time over here fighting with all this stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I think I've got the controller problem sorted now fully. Let's see if the game works better for me though. Because, oh, that was definitely a problem. Let's come back here. Okay, 1 second. Ow. All right. And I feel like my tracking is being stupid again. What a fucking day I'm having here. Fuck. Bum bum bum. It just be like that, man. Okay, I think I've got it sorted. Alright. So yeah, it's been like 2 months since I've played this game. I didn't think it's been that long. I thought it had been like a month. I sincerely can't tell you if that's better. I think it's a little more responsive, and it just doesn't help that the animations are so weird and stuff. This one here. All right. I think I'm preferable to the first one. All right, we got this. Guess we'll come up this way. What the fuck was that grunt? I guess it probably would have been faster to take a different path, but that's okay. Yeah, like what is up with the run today? I stand by what I said. I'll have to see how it is once I get in combat, but I really went the long way, huh? Elegant? Yeah, we'll go with the elegant one. I don't really think it makes a difference. It just lets me dictate how she's dressed. Like, there's no way that it had any bearing on the story. And to be honest with you, I probably picked the same ones last time. Alright. Let's hit the save here real quick again. Oh, yep. Fantastic. 500 IQ play. We're just on it today, dude. Holy shit. Oh. I am having a time. Like, it feels like I can't be crazy. Oh, here, that's a fight. This will be an indicator. You see, even that feels a little sluggish. You know what? I do actually have an idea. I have a suspicion on what it might be. But only... I'll have to get through this fight to pause before I can try it. Yeah, because even the fight feels kind of stiff, which is very out of character for these games. I mean, at least this one. This is a bit of a trend lately for me. That every single time lately I've been having some kind of tech issues. I guess the first hobby stream I did, it wasn't really tech issues so much as the camera flying out of the mount at me. But still. Okay, that's that. Okay, now let's test my theory. I'm going to steal my model for a second here. Because I think I know what it might be. And if I'm right, then it should be a really easy fix. Because I should just be able to do like that. Here, reset, do. And now, in theory, oh, I'm just breaking shit again. Okay. Now, in theory, that might just work a little better. We're going to ignore that guy. Well, I can tell you my PC's running quieter, so that's a start. Because there's no way this game should be taxing me. But again, we'll have to see how the next fight goes. Even the text box seem like they're loading faster, so... Okay. Now I gotta play the dress-up game. Wow. I unironically really enjoy the Cabaret Club minigame in 0 and 2, so... Alright, can't wait to not play this minigame in this one. Stop thinking about it. Don't do it. Akiyama, my man, don't do it. I mean, he's right, but come on. Don't you love how they did that as a fully voiced cutscene and everything, but they don't give us like stuff with huge plot relevance? I mean, that does kind of have plot relevance, but that's beside the point. Crazy. Uh-huh. Or you can just do it anyways. It's a little bit punishing of a test, but, you know. That converts, be like $250,000 Canadian, something like that. I'm not going to actually do the math, so it's fine.
300万ですね。はい。300万稼げば本当に1億貸してもらえるんですね。
Yeah.
わかりました。やってみます。
Good shit.
それではビジネスの話はここまでにしましょう。
Time for the test.
これは俺のプライベートとして楽しませてもらいます。さっき言ったじゃない。今から俺に接客してもらうって。
でも秋山さんがオーナーじゃ。
オーナーつっても自分の店で遊んじゃダメって決まりがあるわけじゃないでしょ。今はただのお客さん。つまり俺が君の最初の客ってわけ。そう、その笑顔。いいね。さあ、それじゃあ今日は楽しませてもらえますか。
わかりました。それじゃあお客様、お飲み物は何になさいますか？
そうだね。
The cheapest bottle you have, please. No wonder he's only treading water. There's only 2 people in the whole club. True. Motherfucker, you're not supposed to go that fast with her, jeez. Absolutely unashamed. You know how many, like workplace violations that man just committed? Reassuring answer. Really just fucking hit him with it, huh? Damn. Don't do it. Yeah, true. True. You just figure it out, fam. You'll trial and error. You learn. Your lady killer best. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. I hate to break it to you. Can I save now? Alright. Off to Theater Square. You see, I still really can't tell if it's doing any better. It's a real tough say. Alright, where is she? Whoops, okay, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. Okay. Well, how convenient that we call and talk about her while I'm standing there waiting for her. Yeah, that's it. It's only 1.25 a day. Come on. She's got it. She'll be fine. I think interesting is an understatement for him. Come on. Cute. If only he wasn't a walking HR complaint. He's a lonely man for sure. I'm just curious about the two dudes walking in the background there in the same fit. Alright, cool. Okay, let's get going. I can't believe it's been 45 minutes. But it just keeps throwing long ass cutscenes and sections at me. So it's like, of course I feel like I've made no progress. I've played the game for approximately 5 minutes. And I love them. They're great games, but whoo, is that taxing sometimes. That was such a slow clap. I've tried everything else I can think of. Like, if it's still a problem, I've got maybe one more shot at it. Which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go. Oh, fuck me. That was just like everything in the desk going at once. Holy shit. Wow. Alright, let's go. Ooh, nice little rooftop date. Well, I mean, it was. That's a fucking loaded question. Yeah, it'd be like that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's ironic. What of it? I'm just straight vibing. Like I was saying, walking HR violation. That's your fucking employee, fam. You can play all the sweet fucking sultry music in the background you want, but they met each other like 2 days ago. And she works for him. Okay, sure. Relatable. Well, maybe not literally. That's all he thinks about. Hi, buddy. Yeah, actually. Alright. I guess we'll get to test how it feels now. Oh, you're coming at me with a fucking sword? I'm sure that's a good idea. It's not as bad as it was. Ooh, gun. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You fuck. Let me. There we go. Boop. Really? You're gonna keep him just alive? Where's the gun? Where it got? Motherfucker, he did not drop it. Fine, be that way. Yeah, I don't know what I expected. I missed that dodge. Fantastic. Yeah, like some things still feel kind of slow. The grab feels really slow. But it could also just be that I haven't played the game in almost exactly 2 months. So actually, it might have been exactly 2 months. But that's fine. To be fair, before I was playing this, I was playing 3, which is definitely slower. So it could just be that it was all relative, whereas I've disconnected for a little bit now. So I'm not as privy to how much smoother this one feels compared to 3. Hell yeah. I like that system. Because it rewards you for using the same one over and over again over time. Whereas normally they don't. Wow, a double. Good shit. Yeah, I think that's an understatement. Oh, was that really end of chapter? Hell yeah. Oh my, that was chapter 3. Okay. I thought it was only chapter 2. Alright. We'll see how long this chapter takes. I might be able to fully finish this part today. But I know that this chapter, in theory, should end with like a bigger boss battle or something. Because it's like the end of Akiyama's part. So, we'll see how things go. Yeah, I think it's a little past going sour. Like, if it's going sour, then that shit, like, has been a solid chunk of milk for the last 6 months. That motherfucker is not a liquid anymore. Yeah. Because you'll fucking reap dividends later, man. I just have an ulterior motive. Get with it. Backstory time.
実は昔俺さ、新井さんに助けられたことがあったんだわ。え、秋山さんが新井の兄貴に？ああ。ところでお前、俺が昔ホームレスだったって話は知ってるか？まあ噂程度に聞いたくらいですが、本当だったんですか？
I actually like this part.
実は俺ホームレスになる前な、東都銀行っつう銀行で働く普通のサラリーマンだったんだ。秋山さんが銀行員？
That's great. How nice of the cutscene to freeze up.
今から5年くらい前の話だ。
Come on, please don't crash or anything.
6年くらい前までの俺の人生は、綺麗な階段を汗一つかかずに登るような順調なものだった。東都大の法学部を卒業。
This is lovely. Okay, I have one more theory. We're just gonna casually tabbing out of it like this should be enough to get it to pause like that. And then I have a theory on how I can get my problems to subside a little. That's a good question. I think there might be some kind of technicality on like how do we define using his hands. But like all of his moves are more or less foot based. There is just like the technicality of like, well, I can pick stuff up, or I guess you can grab. So there is that. I guess you can, but I don't really, to be honest, I don't really use his grabs. So I'm sure there are hand attacks for him. They're just not good. He is 100% the kicky guy forever and always. So That's how they designed the motherfucker to be played. That's how I'm gonna play him. All right, cool. Now is it just magically gonna run better?
俺は金融工学のプロフェッショナルとしてエリート街道を歩み始めた。じゃあどうしてホームレスなんかに
I definitely like just abusing his crazy bullshit kicks all the time. That is my man right there. He is like my favorite character in the series. It's a pretty high bar, to be fair. Like, a lot of the characters are really good. But that is the fucking dude.
だって俺は横領なんかしてねえんだからさ。は？どういうことですか？はめられたんだよ。
Oh, I didn't turn my model back on. What a dumbass. Oh, fuck me. Alright.
いきなり業務上横領の疑いをかけられて。
Yeah, like, yeah, fuck it. Don't kill him, just have him still there and just not let him kick dudes anymore. That's perfect. I can't picture him being like Daigo and pulling a gun on someone. Like, if he loses his ability to physically kick a guy, that's game over.
それで首ですか？ああ、何を言っても無駄だった。銀行は俺を告訴しないことを条件に一方的に俺を
Anything but kill him, please. I love the man too much. Don't let him go.
それまでに貯めた金を使い、方々手を尽くして調べ回った。でも結局わからずじまい。そのうち貯金も尽きて、カムロ町で路上生活を始めたんだ。それでホームレス。
He's one of like...
金なんて簡単に増やせるって思ってたのにさ。
I think he's like one of the only stories in this game specifically that's actually compelling. Like, Kiryu's plot is okay in this one, I guess. It's not too crazy. Oh, yeah, fuck it, why not? You have to go back to prison. Man, I am not... Oh, I'm not looking forward to Saijima's portion of the game. I love using like beast mode and that kind of stuff in the other games, but he is not my favorite character in this one. Which is weird. I really like him in 5, but I'm not too fond of him in this one. It's just a good game in general. I feel like 5 gets shit on a lot for some reason. Yeah, that's definitely my big thing, is I'm not looking forward to the Saijima section of the game. And I'm not really into Tenemiro's section either, honestly. There's like half of this game that I'm like, it's okay. Yeah, bro's really... Akiyama's the GOAT, for real.
新井さんだ。当時、新井さんは金村工業に入ったばかりの。
Yeah, I did it like, what, it was 2 or 3 years ago, and it was rough. And I'm not looking forward to doing it again now. I know if you go for like 100% completion, you can get some really broken gear, but man, am I not looking forward to the final just boss section in this game in general. Just like the 4 back-to-back boss fights, I'm not looking forward to. I don't think it's going to be as bad for me as some of the fights in 3 were, but it's definitely going to be rough. That's definitely the boss fight at the end of this game that I'm looking forward to the least. That's a valid reason. I can see it. I can see it. I definitely just like... I guess like his combat style wasn't compatible for me. For whatever reason. It just didn't gel right with my brain. But I can get behind that reason. That's a lot better. My reason's kind of bullshit. That's valid. Oh, yeah. That's a huge difference as well, as like the big disconnect between the original likeness actor and everything they did for the remaster. That's fair. I'm glad they didn't have to pull that too much and change them for the remasters. There's just a couple or whatever. But, man, I'm not the biggest fan of how he looks in the remaster.
良くも悪くも人間ってのは強さに憧れる。
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
絶対的な強さがある。俺はそう思ってんだ。
Also, like, his section starts with Mahjong. What the fuck's up with that? Like, yeah, I'm a Yakuza fan, a Yakuza fan. I have, yes, I've played it twice. I played it once on my own, and then I think last year played it start to finish on stream. So I've been playing in chronological order, live. I've played all of them. Well, I'm going to say all of them. I've played all the mainline games 0 through 7 before. I haven't played Gaiden or 8. And I still haven't played the Judgment games yet either. But yeah, I've been going in chronological order on stream thus far. And then yeah, I've played the first 8 before. So like I have some idea of everything. Other than Tiger Drop? I love me a good Tiger Drop. Oh fuck. I'm curious. Ooh. Back to the text section. Lovely. I am a fiend for Pocket Circuit as well. Just gonna put that out there. Favorite minigame. I love Pocket Circuit and I love the Cabaret Club stuff in 0 and Kiwami 2. Just absolutely fantastic minigames. Saying that makes it sound like Pocket Circuit was in 2, but you get what I mean. That's totally valid. Bro just zens out or whatever. And I mean, he's a pretty level-headed person most of the time anyway. Most of the time. He has his exceptions, but... So he just clears. I mean, as if Tiger Drop and stuff wasn't broken enough as is. Interesting. Okay, cool. Lovely. Just another phone call. Yeah, okay. I wonder how they did the math on that. You'd have to base it off, like, the presumed weight of the statue and how much it moves or whatever and stuff like that. I'm sure they've got, like, a super specific measure. And you want me to use the phone? I do not care about foreign exchange. Huh. I mean, the dude is crazy strong. Like, the shit he pulls routinely. Even, like, with how up there in age he's getting, he is truly built different. Could you imagine, like... Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. True. True. So you could just Google the numbers, yeah. Could you imagine walking down the street and you see a 50-year-old man pick up a fucking motorcycle and hit someone with it? Oh, bicycle. Come on, come on, heat action. There we go. Oh, I guess that is a hand attack right there. I mean, just some of the combos of his moves you could pull off. I think it's... I don't know about, like, anyone ever. But there's a lot of people he'd have a real good chance against. I guess the question is like, well, what's the upper limit for, like, Tiger Drop and something like that? literally, as I was about to do that heat action, I started thinking about it, and I was like, I feel like it follows this up with a punch. It's just never something I've thought about, but it's just like, they just love reusing animations for everything under the sun. Or entire move sets, or whatever else. Oh, I guess that guy's okay. Yeah, like how literal is... Yeah, there's a line. There's got to be a line somewhere. A watery 5K? How would... Watery? There's a lot of adjectives they could have put there that I can understand. Yeah, I think that's like a totally fair rationale on it. Is it's like, if there's something beyond the natural realm there, then maybe he's not going to do too hot. But we've seen the man fight tigers. So it's like, of course he's absolutely built different. He has to be. Oh boy, I get to play the mini game now. It's like fucking the age-old, can he beat Goku? And it's like, well, I don't know. Kiryu's not exactly, yeah, shooting lasers out of his hands. But it's like, the metric there, yeah, like they're physical beings that he could touch. Regardless of how things go, you know, it'll be a hell of a fight. The taxi minigame is so good. I am going to play so much of it when I get to the next game. Oh, I miss it so much. It's such a good minigame. I just like all the ones where they had absolutely no reason to put the minigame in the game. Yeah, the racing is so good. I love just being able to just ram people and everything. It's unreal. Like, why did they decide to do that? Or like when you'll like do the crazy flips or whatever. Fantastic. I mean, they could. They've had enough kinda like adjacent games at this point. They've done enough little mini games and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking through. That'd be so fun. Give me kind of smoky glitter eyeshadow. Sure, why not? Color contacts? No, she's fine as is. I'm a big Gran Turismo fan. Gran Turismo, however the fuck you want to pronounce it. That'd be great. Or like Burnout or something, where it's like, how much chaos can we perform? I don't know. Why did the English language fail me there? I don't like how she looks at the blush, so we're gonna forego the blush. Lipstick will go on. Oh, there's different types? Kind of a semi-natural look. Done. I mean, on the lips, semi-natural. It's still not really like a natural face look at all or anything, but I think she looks fine. There's so many crossovers and stuff they could do. That would be crazy. He has so many crazy moves just all the time. Finish. Like, they really just did not care about being serious in the slightest. They said, you know what, fuck it, we'll just do whatever we want and call it good. I mean, I'll take it. That didn't change your stats at all? No, of course it didn't. It was just makeup and stuff. Check stats. Alright. Let's get her some training. I'm always here for a good technicality. Ooh. You see, he's just stacked. I don't even know that he needs the technicality for that one. No. Take a stroll around the club. Oh, they're actually kind of busy today. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? I think it means wander around literally. Okay. Could they have chosen more generic club music? It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, they'll make it work. There's always a way. You just gotta... They'll play with some technicalities or something. You could make them clear. No problem. Kiryu definitely has a lot going for him there with some of the crazy, just absolutely absurd moves they give him for some reason. Like, I know Tiger Drop's like the memed one, but it really is absurd that it just straight up says negates all damage. Like, okay, you're really just gonna hit me with that? He's totally... He could clear so many people. Like, he is... I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like a beat 'em up game? Like, he is the GOAT. He's the man. That makes you curious, like, how power scaling works in this franchise. Like, by proxy then, like, who does he have a hard enough time beating for them to be able to clear as well? Like, does that mean by proxy that, like, Majima's super fucking strong as well? Exactly, dude have been, like, drugged. You know, like, he can just take out on a whole horde of dudes at one time. Like, it's nothing. Yeah, 2 tigers. He's beat so much shit. There's one of the other, like, crazy scenes to come to mind is that big gang up scene in 5 where they just send, like, the whole force after him, basically. And he just doesn't care. Dude's just completely unfazed. Yeah, I guess it's fair that they don't have... The fuck's going on there? We're gonna ignore it. They don't have the right abilities to clear, but then it's like... What all of, like, the stuff we see from Majima are canon abilities? Like, is his shadow clone stuff, like, something he's actually doing? Yeah, Kiryu's just unhinged. The dude will just chug an energy drink and then beat 200 dudes again. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, it wants me to go a specific path in or something. Yeah, the man is just built different, truly. That's fine. He's the GOAT for a reason. Yeah, that's the big thing. Is it's like... Sure, gameplay's not canon, but... it's also like a repeat feature. And I guess it's like, are we really going to wait to see the dude spawn some like purple shadow guys and dash around in a cutscene? And then it's like, well, where do we draw the line from that to like, is the pound mate stuff in 7 technically a cutscene? I mean, those games are built around parrying anyway for a large part of it. I think he'd be fine. He'd be okay. He's got enough different dodge and roll kind of moves. Well, maybe not literally rolls, but like he's got enough dodges and evades, and I guess that's fair. Like whether or not he's diagnosed like that, the man is imagining like the whole game. He's just in his little bubble, pretending that's the way things are going. But it's just that question of like, well, that's the way we see it as like everyone. So where is the line on it being canon or not? Obviously, me like picking up a marlin or something and shoving it up a dude's ass isn't canon. But if it happens to every single character that fights the dude, maybe we can make an argument for it. Yeah, motherfucker will do that in a cutscene too. He'll do all kinds of stuff. It's not unheard of for him to just be absolutely nutty in a cutscene. Lovely. It's just absolutely delicious. Looks like a good meal. Okay, you're just, yep. Perhaps. Just a casual, like, detective section in the middle of this game. Why does it feel like I'm missing something? Could it be the calendar? I don't know. What else is there to investigate? I'm just sliding around the room, pushing X like it's a Resident Evil game. Oh, there we go. Oh. Of course, this chain smoker would remember what lighter she uses. I mean, the scene looks super cool with the bull, to be fair. So, like, the more you power scale it or whatever and make it bigger and bigger, of course it's going to be cool. Yeah, they love doing it for some reason. Like, I'm glad they do. It definitely makes things interesting. I know, like, that was a big point of controversy recently, is like, why are they using so many streamers and celebrities and all this shit to promote their games? And it's like, my dude, they always have. They have consistently done this shit the whole time. Like, it's just part of the brand identity. You're asking this question, like, people are legitimately asking, why are they putting movie stars in this game? The game franchise that has been using real, quote-unquote, adult actresses for, like, its entire run? Just send them to solve all of the world's problems. What hasn't he stopped? He stopped government conspiracies about, like, warships. He stopped everything. This fucking track goes hard. I should have saved somewhere. I'm not going to run all the way to a... Okay. I'm not going to run all the way to a save box just to make it work. Yeah, it definitely... adds to the kind of vibe they're going for. Especially like when they use an actor specifically that has prolifically done those kinds of movies. And it's just a nice little like call out anyways. And it's not like we don't do it in the West with stuff all the time. Maybe not so much games, but it does still happen. I was gonna cite an example, but the first thing to come to mind was literally a Japanese game. So yeah, exactly. Like the big one to come to mind is what Kuze's likeness actor. I feel like I said that wrong. That's okay. Because he's just his style of movie. He does them all the fucking time. And he has the look for it. He looks great. That is a mean looking dude. A well-made Stamina X. I would hope so. Excuse me, coming through. Pardon me. So yeah, like it totally makes sense. Like, I'm not surprised that they're collaborating with T-Pain. Like, go for it. Have fun. Yeah, they totally would. They would pull like a full Martin Scorsese and put that motherfucker in everything. It'd just be him, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino. It'd be exactly like watching The Irishman. Except instead of being about unions and voting and shit, it would be about some massive government conspiracy about like blowing up the moon or some shit instead. It'd be over in 15 minutes. It'd be fun. They could add that as a sub-story. He could do it in, you know, under an hour. He'd be fine. Yeah, this dude does not know how to answer his phone. Not surprising. Oh. That is not a look, fam. Oh my god. I feel like that look was out of date by the time this game came out. Oh yeah, dude would be jacked as shit. He'd be big. That'd be a scary looking motherfucker. And then he would just have the same, like, 75-year-old man face. Don't fuck with her. That's my baby. Yeah, right? Right? It is such a questionable look. And to be honest with you, the shirt wasn't doing him any favors either. Lovely. To be fair, I feel like they're pretty good at designing someone to look like an asshole. Yeah, but sometimes those questionable fashion statements go hard. You know, like half the fits in this game go hard. But then there's like that guy. Like, I'm gonna say I did not like Kiryu's suit in Zero. I really didn't like the white with the orange shirt and everything. Was not a fan. I would have preferred to play the game with his black suit from the start. Like, I get that that wasn't exactly dripped out either, but oh, that man should not be allowed to pick his own clothes. I'm kind of glad he stuck with the same look for the last, like, 30 years now, basically. Actually, probably literally. Because he starts wearing it at, like, the end of Zero. And just rocks it from there. So that'd be like, oh my god, he's been wearing the same suit for, like, 34 years. Is my math right? It's close enough. Yeah, it is so gaudy, and the peak lapels and everything. Like, I feel like I'd have no problem liking it if it was a different shirt. But that, like, I really don't like the shirt. But, like, the white pinstripe, double-breasted peak lapels, I could get behind that. But the shirt does not go with it. I think both are equally possible. Oh, hi, Mac. Yeah, he owns 15 of them, but they get so bloody that he still needs to go to the laundromat every day. And when he can stop hitting people with bicycles, it'll stop being an issue for him, but I don't think that day is going to come anytime soon. True. You sit there and just hand spot clean the blood off. And they're going, I can't believe this happened every single time. He's got too big a dad vibes to take them to the laundromat. Probably still has like a physical washboard. I don't like this mechanic, to be straight up. Not my thing. I'm not a fan of the Revelation mechanic. I don't know why, it just, even in 3, like, it didn't really vibe with me. It is what it is. Sometimes there's just that one where you don't like it. And, like, I can make it through the game without using them, so it's not a big deal. I love the cutscenes. The cutscenes are great. Yo, probably. Or he has like the tiniest, like, $25 hotel room flat screen television where it still has the yellow, white, and red fucking AV input on the back. And like you gotta squint to see the menus. Like, that is a man that does not upgrade if he doesn't need to. I was gonna say he doesn't like change. It's not that he doesn't like change. He's got no problem changing. He just doesn't see the need to replace it. This would be a really inopportune time for somebody to come in. Oh. The worst time I think I've ever been interrupted in one of these games was the first time I was playing Zero. I had somebody walk in on the scene where... Oh, I pushed the wrong fucking button. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to think about what scene it was. I fucked up. I was playing Zero the first time, and I had somebody walk in on the scene in the Grand where Nishitani's groping the girl. And it's just like, hello. I can't believe I'm gonna have to do that again. The QuickTime events aren't even my problem with the Revelations. The QuickTime events are fine. I was just distracted. Yeah, I know you have no banger to come up with for that one. I'm sorry I fucked up the cutscene. Just try again. Please don't. Oh, that's gonna play the whole thing too. Yeah, they do a really good job at that. They really aren't subtle about it. They'll just be like, oh, this is the villain. Let me show you him doing the most despicable shit known to man. I think that should get the point across. But then, as soon as they don't, and it's like, oh, well, he's not that bad of a... I fucking did it again. I pushed the same button, too. I pushed the same button I had pushed last time. Oh, shit. Oh, no, it's still gonna fuck me because I messed up that one prompt. Yeah, he's nutty. I like, I think it goes without saying that Saijuma's is the best. They had no reason to do that for him. They could have given him a smartphone. Like, please. What the fuck is wrong with them? Or make him go to the library and sit down at an actual computer or something. Pull out a typewriter. Surely he can use one of those. It's gonna make me try it again because I fucked up the QuickTime event again. I can't believe I did it twice. Yeah, he really is. They lean into it so hard. Like, the man has this horrible, horrendous backstory, and then, like, in 5 you're fist fighting a bear. They refused to take him seriously. Yeah, Mac, I know. We'll try again. Alright. Boom! Exactly. Kiryu clears. I wonder how his power scaling will compare in 8. I fucking did it again. As I was saying, I wonder how Kiryu's power level in 8 compares to the other games, given everything we know. Oh my god. 3 times? I didn't even know what button that was supposed to fucking be. That was a Q. Oh. 3 times. I've done it 3 times. I can understand fucking it up the first time. Okay, that was one thing. Well, I already know that. That's fine. They were very transparent about that fact. But that was my big assumption, is it's like, you know, it definitely affects recovery and all that. He still seems super strong. I haven't played it yet, or even I've been kind of avoiding watching stuff, but I knew that part. But it's like, it's gotta have an effect on his body, unless he just realizes he can tiger drop it. But I just wonder how, like, age and everything's taking its toll. Like, is he maybe a little slower than before, or what? Unfortunately, he's fighting with, like, a party now and not alone. So, well, fighting with a party sometimes, presumably. I think that's a fair assumption. That seems like a pretty logical outcome for it. That it affects everything but damage. Because, yeah, he has abilities that kind of dictate how much damage he deals. fucking crazy conversations we can have because of the plot in these games. I'm gonna be straight up. I looked at that square for a second and went, what fucking symbol is that? I'm glad I can't pass grade 2 geometry anymore. Good stuff. Grade 2? That's kindergarten. That's square shape going square hole. Come on, please. Please. And let me get the title right. Let me get the text right. I mean, to be fair, the dude he learned it from was strong as shit, old as shit. Come on. Yes. Good stuff. So it definitely makes sense that he would age relatively gracefully as far as combat goes. Considering, you know, the guy he learns all the techniques from is totally kicking ass at a crazy old age. Yeah, he's fucking nutty. The dude just hauls ass and kicks it completely. I'd say he's goals, but I feel like that's a little unrealistic of a goal. I'm not going to carry alcohol on me for that. Double finishing kick. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, he could. That's completely reasonable as well. That the old man just resurfaces for something and it just all works out. I wanted cell phone. Yeah, I am not reading that. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Oh. Probably means around here, literally. How the fuck do they know about the murder? I think it's relatively fair to assume that he's just going to keep being a beast for a very long time. There's got to be some way to max the unarmed stats for it. There's no chairs you can pick up. But I feel like you could probably maybe allow a little bit of lenience on melee weapons as well. Because he can use them. But if we're going to do that, I guess you could also make the argument that, like, oh, well, I can pick up a gun in gameplay. So, I guess it depends on how lenient you'd want to be. But I know you should be able to do some pretty nutty stuff with fist weapons. That's fair. Ooh, can't say I've ever pictured him as addicted to Psycho or anything like that. But it is also, like, just a pretty logical move from Fallout's gameplay to abuse all of those modifiers and everything. I think that's fair. That does give you a little bit of allowance on what you can do. I'm going to be straight up. I did not read anything they said. Who knows? To be fair, you can just like go into a bar and drink the entire menu depending on the game, so. But he also doesn't like struggle with alcoholism or anything. So, you might be able to make an argument there, yeah? Even if it's not like genetic or whatever, it could just be that like super resilient mindset he's got. What the fuck am I doing? I should go talk to those girls again and actually read what they said. Yeah, it doesn't really have... Again, I didn't... They went up the street, you know, toward the theater? Okay. Yeah, it's not really a game that's got, like, the right kind of parry system or anything to do it within its own native systems. To be like, oh, well, this is what he would do action-wise or anything. You can kind of take that path with, like, how you interact, but... It'll definitely be an interesting process to kind of try and figure it out. I mean, if there's any kind of, like, melee parry mod that might work, it might not necessarily be exactly like... I didn't fucking read it again. Over in Theater Square, okay. Yeah, it might not be exactly Tiger Drop, but getting an unarmed parry in general would be better. New Vegas is a great game in general, so I can definitely support that plan. I'm a hard New Vegas fanboy, so I can understand. A few hours ago? Past the lockers where the underground mall used to be. Past the lockers should be Millennium Tower, right? Yeah, past the lockers. Yeah, New Vegas is fantastic. I love that game. Just fuck all of the factions. I don't care. I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna fuck Benny, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Again, I gotta start reading what these people are saying. What? Go that way. That's vague. Thank you. I don't think I've ever seen the take that it's easier than 4 before. That's interesting. I guess it also depends on, like, play style and that kind of stuff. I found 4, like, really easy. But I also wouldn't call New Vegas a hard game particularly either, to be fair. They're both just kind of point guns at things. There's just so many options. You can just get him crucified. Oh, this is not the motherfucker I wanted to talk to. No, I did not. Yeah, Black Widow's fun to take him out with that. Let's go chic suit, maybe. He did? Oh, right. Right. Because he's voiced by the guy from Friends. Okay. I remember now. Fuck. Ironic. I mean, there's got to be a way. Maybe not literally, but you got to be able to like knock him unconscious and throw him in a river or something. It's New Vegas. There's a way to pull anything off in that game if you try hard enough. How does he look? Oh, we're still not there yet. $98,000 yen. This guy better fucking succeed. I mean, I could have put him in the afro wig. I mean, valid. Valid. It's, yeah, I get it. There's a lot of characters in that game where it's, yeah. The only like romanceable character in that game I'm not interested in fucking is like the pay attention to what she's saying. The chick in the pit that wants all the eggs. She's weird. Not a fan of that. Respectfully, I'm not gonna bring you like rad scorpion eggs for some pussy. I'll pass on that one. Everyone else is open season. Not doing that. Is it the pit? You know what I'm on about. The sewer town bullshit thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And it is like an achievement. But it's just like, I am not compelled to do it. This is how you're going to pay me for collecting a bunch of eggs for you? Has it all been some weird sex thing? I mean, yeah. It's New Vegas, of course it was. It did not go well. Oh. Well, good for him, I guess. Come on, give me a million yen. Give me a million yen. Oh. The fuck is that? I'll take the 5,000 experience. Here for it. That's definitely an approach to take. I can see that. Instead of immersing yourself in it, that you're taking that route. That's an interesting interpretation, but it's valid. Because, I mean, you kind of are. Okay. What the fuck? I wonder if I can Google Lens that. This is going to be fun. Let's see what Google Lens thinks he said. Translate. It's straight up telling me entry is prohibited. Okay, well, that's a much less interesting answer than I expected. Okay. I'm a little disappointed, but I don't know, this is a side story. They were here before. Fuck. Yeah, just because most people would. That doesn't exist yet, but you wish it would. That's tough. I don't look at enough Fallout mods to state for certain. But I think I'd like more just cosmetic stuff in general. Like, there's tons of great cosmetic mods. Because, of course, I want to be dripped out exploring the Mojave. But there's just, like, there could be so many other options. You know, I'm sure they've hit most of the marks, but just give me more variety. Let's do some crazy shit. Put something that makes absolutely no sense in that game. Oh. We have very different interpretations there. Surely somebody will make one eventually, right? Fallout is just kind of nutty for the level of mods it has, though. Like, the amount of stuff you can do. You just turn a single-player game multiplayer, add cars. But it is just kind of one of those, like, older games that still attracts, like, big crowds. I say that as if 76 isn't still doing stuff. Yeah, of course. That's exactly how I interpret it. Like it's a Gary's Mod multiplayer server or something. Just full-on anime, man. Of course. It's got to be that way, right? It can't just be a dude with the scar and everything. It's got to be right. That would be too much fun. No, you just got to straight up import the model in. I guess that's a question, is it's like, how would he play as a companion? Would he be based off of like one of the existing ones? Or would he be like a completely like unique thing where he plays like based off of how he is in the anime? That is okay, I guess I can't go through there. Perfect. Yeah, just throw him straight up in there. That would definitely make Leon the most handsome person in the game. Not a very good talent scout. I just keep getting dragged into side stories and shit instead of what I'm supposed to be doing because I can't talk to the right person. Come on, let me... Please. I think that's valid. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like you'd have to go like some kind of like melee build kind of thing. But I was like, who would you base them off of? Because I know... I feel like, for me, thinking within the context of New Vegas at least, I feel like I'd want to base them off of like... Oh, what's her name? Like Tabitha. The big Night Sister one. The Nightkin. I think that's fair. For some reason, I was kind of thinking Raoul as well. Because, like, his repair ability is really handy. So I'm just personally biased towards always having him with me. In the next 5 minutes? Nuh-uh, I think the fuck not. Fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, he is not a big man for sure. What the fuck is this? It's really going to make me sit here and actually play this fucking... Oh my god, I should not have talked to that man. This is catastrophic. I can't believe this. I'm gonna have to fight this guy now. Please, please put the counter back on the screen. Put the counter back on the screen. I can dodge for 5 minutes. You just got that Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox radio. I wonder how many like custom radio stations people have come up with for those games. Because they were definitely kind of varied in how effective their song choices were. There's definitely some where I'm like less into the soundtracks than others. Come on, let me just... why won't you let me skip this section? Good shit. Big Daddy. I'll have to look into that later. Oh, Satomi, hello. Wow. No quotas? I just realized it's saying scored 1 lead. I've been reading it as lead the whole time. I was like, why am I getting so much lead for doing this? Like, that's not good. He wants me to kill another 3 minutes here? What woman have I not talked to? There's a lot of stuff even like... It's just such a broken game. Like, Fallout in general, I mean 4 especially, with like the legendary abilities and that kind of stuff, has so many broken mechanics. I guess I just gotta talk to everybody, huh? Yeah, that's valid. That's totally fair. And it's gotta be in like the most inopportune location. My base in my last playthrough was definitely very stupid. It was just horribly planned and just horribly positioned and super annoying to get around. It was worth it. It was great. Oh, there's another person to talk to. Hello there, lady. I hated doing the lighting for some reason in 4. Like, I was fine with the rest of the settlement builder setup, but we're using the survival debuffs and using the scrap special. Ooh, interesting. Infinite sprinting would be very handy in that game, especially like having to go through the glowing sea in that part of the story. It's called the glowing sea, right? It's been a while. You'd get what I'm on about either way. Because yeah, that was definitely annoying to have to run so far. At least it's fast travelable after that, which is nice. We're really just out here soliciting women to 21 endurance. 21? Damn. Can survive fall damage. Good stuff. Who else is there to talk to? I can't believe I accidentally clicked into this. Convenient. Oh, another lead. I'm just getting lead left, right, and center. Okay. Is there even really anyone else to talk to? Oh, that'd be really handy. That's 4 is like the only Fallout game where I find myself collecting random shit. Like the other ones, there's arbitrary things I'll always pick up because it's worth a lot of money. But 4 is just like hectic collection to me. It'll be like, oh, I could strip a part off of that gun. That might be handy later. Alright, cool. Let me fight him. Let me fight him. Let him fight him. I'll take a last fight. It might be viable. I think there's, you know, just a bunch of circumstances there. It's not really, yeah, a gun I ever found myself using. I didn't really have, like, ammo concerns or whatever. Which, yeah, it is rare-ass ammo compared to some things. But it's just... Okay, that guy's just tweaking out. It's just a game where it's like, you can just build everything to, like, your perfect spec. So it was never, like, a concern of, like, oh, can I... you know, can I have a gun that does this? Can I do that? Because it's just like, oh, I'll just build the same shitty pipe pistol to do everything. Yeah, at least for the first little bit. $60,000 steel's pretty good. Keep you going for a while. It's a game I need to play more of. $224 defense. I think too many turrets might be an understatement there. What the fuck is that guy wearing? Oh! Oh, yes. Hello there, Mr. Washington. Perfect. I think that is, once again, an understatement. There is nothing in the Commonwealth that is going to come for them that hard. It's going to be a gold-plated. Ooh, fancy. That could be a long walk up there to get to your stuff. It's a good thing that with the stat exploits, you don't have to worry about fall damage, so you can just jump. Who the fuck was I talking to? Do I need to talk to these guys? Nope. The last guy I had talked to said over here. I'm not tripping, right? There's a height limit on Sanctuary? That's bullshit. That's exactly where I would have put it. I should save. That is valid. I'd completely forgotten about the welcome mat part. Even though that I have abused it in like every single base I've done. And always put it somewhere stupid. But yeah, welcome mats is a valid point. So you could just spawn up there and then jump. Was I supposed to come in here? I don't know. Well, it's going to let me go down. Is it going to let me go up? Yep. Okay. Oh, it... Okay. That's exactly kind of what I had assumed. Is that the power armor would go up there? Because that's exactly what I would do. Is I'd want it to be all the way up at the top so you can have like your flamed out one or whatever just chilling up there looking super cool. Who else could it possibly want me to talk to? Because the guy said buy the coin lockers. So I came and talked to this dude. And then he pointed that way 2 or 3 hours ago. One of them was bloodied up too. And then I come this way. And unless he wants me to talk to this guy, which I kinda doubt. Okay. Because it's not these guys. Trouble magnet, yep. Helicopter attack last year. It is amazing to me that they pull off the Kamurocho Hills project. Like, this is a man who trusted his gut instinct to defuse a bomb. And they're successfully pulling off the big building project. At this rate, I'm just going to fucking Google where I'm going. Because I'm so lost. Because everyone I talk to has not been helpful. Unless I'm stupid and they went in the club. Can you tell it's been like 2 years since I played this game? Oh. Yeah, he could pull it off. It's just amazing to me that they actually build anything at all. The man just brings that chaotic energy. Well, it's my fault. Uh-huh. Did I just get an email? Who emails in this day and age? Awesome. Have fun. Enjoy building your skyscraper. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a task, given the construction mechanics in Fallout 4, but I appreciate it. Yo, and I really appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. It's always nice to have you here. It is very much appreciated. I can't believe I keep stumbling into side stories. Thank you, I really appreciate it, man. It's always nice to have someone just around to talk and chat casually. So it's definitely been a two-way street. It definitely helps to have somebody come in that knows the games well and all that. Just another whole ass side story I gotta do. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I'm not gonna be like, ooh, I do great. I don't think I do. But it's a more intimate experience for sure. You know, being one of only a couple people there, or the only person there, or something like that, is a very different experience from being even in like a crowd of like 6 or 7 people actively chatting. Sure, maybe be more open. I mean, that's what the customer would want. I'm sure it's also a mutual appreciation from small streamers as well that having somebody come in and do, some good chatting is very much appreciated. So what'll it be? It would help if I was Googling the right game. I do. So I'm predominantly active on Twitter up in the top corner there. I would say is where I do most of my stuff for social media. I don't really do Instagram or anything right now. I don't have a Discord server set up yet or anything like that. But it's that's definitely where I'm most active. Oh, that would work. It would definitely be kind of a thematic vibe. Wow, English. It's my first language, I swear. I think I'm stupid, and the guide is saying it's literally in the tunnel right beside the floor lockers. Or the coin lockers. And I can't believe I missed it. I was interpreting it as a bit too big of a movement. No, I fuck with like the philosophy for it to be like an actual, like, practical thing in universe. Even if, there aren't enough followers or settlers or whatever to actually fill that many beds. Hemi Thunder. It's a great username. It's like, oh, I've immediately lost it. I immediately thought of what, like, the username immediately made me think of something and it was just gone. But I can understand the correlation to the challenger. Create a domestic atmosphere, sure. Good little correlation there. That makes sense. Yeah, I can't believe I lost it that fast. I had immediately had a mental image and it was just poof, gone. Come on, please let me get through this side story. Let's go. Literally me, for real. Yeah, it poof, man. Oh, just unreal. Just instantaneous evisceration of that thought. Evisceration? I'll stick with it, it's close enough. Call him, yes. Get your man, girl. Yeah, the level scaling is definitely a problem. Instead of it just being weak enemies are weak, strong enemies are strong, everything scaling with you definitely kind of complicates everything. I mean, that's still kind of a W. Sticking to a handgun kind of thing, and, well, not like, you get what I mean. Sticking to such a limited, I just got an achievement. Sticking to such a limited, I was gonna say palette. Oh my god. Such a limited arsenal is definitely still an achievement in that game. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a natural kind of flow where the game wants to take you through certain areas. But instead it's like, oh, guess what? You're back in Sanctuary. Well, or like that kind of area, have fun fighting this extremely cracked out raider now. And it's like, why? Is the same bullet sponge he's been the whole game. I'm like shooting a fat man at him now. Why is he so strong? That's fair. And it would kind of like force creativity all that instead of just being like, oh, I have the perfect tool for the job every single time. You're just like, well, this is what I have to work with. How are we going to get through this encounter? Oh, yep. It's going to be the same thing as always. Oh, I did have to go into Millennium Tower. Shocking. Let's come up here and walk around outside. Yeah, I can definitely understand the limited arsenal mechanic, or, philosophy. I feel that's why, like, the gameplay in, like, Metal Gear Solid 5 is so good. Is because, like, oh, I have these 2 weapons and that's what I'm limited to for the entire time I'm out here unless I come back. And I'm not gonna, like, go completely re-equip for, to change up the fight a little. Sure, I can just call in air support or whatever in that game, but for the most part, I guess it's 3 weapons because you get, like, a pistol and 2 primaries or whatever. But you only have so much variety you can take there. Like, if I want long-range stealthy, that's, one of my guns now. I'm not going to get that and a shotgun and, like, an assault rifle kind of weapon in that game. You're going to limit yourself. Yeah, it's definitely a game where... Fallout in general is a game where you spend a lot of time scrolling through the inventory. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, underground tunnels. Right, over here. Apparently that is not the way. Over here? What? That's a bathroom. Yeah, I can definitely understand the philosophy there. If the alternative is spending that much time scrolling through an inventory to go and just limit yourself to a smaller equipment loadout. No, I don't want to go up. They said basement, right? Elevator at the back of the Millennium Tower. I almost guarantee it's from the back of the outside. I am having a time over here. Really putting all 3 brain cells to work. At least I'll be able to say I made some progress. Yep, it's even marked on the map. Oh, I feel smart. Definitely my proudest moment. I can't believe myself. It doesn't want to let me go that way. Here. Yeah, exactly. It's such an easy game to get caught into that with, because it's built around that entire system with the legendary mechanic. And it's like, oh, here's this thing that deals plus 32% damage to aquatic enemies. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean? It might not use that specific wording, but it's definitely the kind of vibe it goes for. And it just does it constantly. Like, it's fine when it's like the equivalent of like a named weapon in a regular Fallout game, but like killing a random raider and they drop like a pipe shotgun that does like plus 15 critical hit damage all the time. It's like, really? Why? Why is he holding that knife like that? Hello, come here. I have to kick you. Yeah, I'm sure this plasma pistol type thing that does, or like laser pistol. It's a laser pistol that'll do +5 damage to super mutants. Just give them the same ability in every game ever. That'd definitely be interesting to see how it scales with level and everything as well. With how the enemies scale. You'd have to have that like really, really tight. That'd have to be like just like a perfect kind of algorithm. Fragile door? Where? Oh. I'm glad the game immediately showed me. I think this is the first one of these sections I've... No. There is one before this, I think, in this game. Ooh! Where'd the dude come from with the bottle? Okay, so you would just go... like a pretty clean kind of modifier there. You wouldn't go for some kind of, like, crazy complex algorithm kind of thing where it's like... oh, this level based off this, multiplied by this, divided by that, or whatever. Just clean, like, linear graph it. Here I've got a... It's starting to get a little dark in here. I probably won't be on too much longer. I have some stuff to do in a little bit. But I'm trying to make it through as much as I can today, because I've got, like 20 hours left in this game. Maybe not literally, but I've got a very long time left in this game still, because it's 3 whole other character parts I need to play through, plus the whole finale section. So I've got a lot of this ahead of me. And I'm just like, I'm not going to say I'm burnt out. That's definitely not the right terminology. But I've played 5 of these games on stream back to back with minimal breaks. And I would just like to branch out a little more. You know, I've been enjoying having the variety. I mean, they always feel long because they are, to be fair. Like, the short ones are like 15 hours. And my big thing as well, with finishing this, if I wanted to do the next one, is I know 5 is long and slow. Like, I know that one's going to be a real drag. And... I don't want to do it right now. I want to finish this. I want to get it all done and out of the way, and just kind of experiment a little. Try other things, mix it up, try something new, and just go for it. Like, in the last month, I've done kits building, or streams building Gundam model kits on stream. And that's been fantastic. That's been so much fun. It's been great chatting with everybody, and it's a totally different experience. And I like doing this. I love playing these games. And yeah, I just feel like this is the point where it makes sense. Like, it doesn't resolve anything. But yeah, I would totally agree. Especially if I'm going to play, like, everything. You know, I still have a lot of games left after this. I still have to play 5. I still have to play 6 and 7 on stream. I still have to play 8. I still have to play Gaiden. I still have to play both Judgments. Now, that is a lot of game to play still. So, and I know 5 is one of the longer ones in the series. I think except for 7, 5 took me the longest. And that was without getting distracted and doing a bunch of other stuff. Like, I didn't really do too many side stories or mini games or anything in 5. Whereas, like, 1 and 2 took me a really long time. Because I was doing other stuff the whole time. Like, I 100% the Cabaret Club minigame in 2, I did Pocket Circuit in 1, all that kind of stuff. So of course those took a while. I was busy doing other things the whole time. But, you know, 5 didn't have that excuse. I was just kind of like in the middle of playing through the whole series and just getting through it, and it was still a very long game. So I just think it's about that time where it's like, you know, this is the year as well where I want to start streaming more consistently and that kind of stuff. Like, I've been very, very sporadic up until now and not a consistent streamer. And I want to get a little more scheduled. I want to get a little more just consistent in general. I want to stream more overall in the year and all that kind of stuff. So I think, you know, finishing this off and then getting to a point where I start experimenting and trying new streams and just things I've never done before and all that will be fun. You know, there are other games I like that would be really fun to play. He's somewhere stupid. I'm trying to remember where it was. Yeah, and I'm not bothered by, like, anything really about how the streams themselves go or anything like that. So it's like if I try something new and it's not successful, that is okay with me. But I think it's just time to mix it up. I mean, it's definitely worth a shot. You know, it's always worth trying. You know, maybe everything goes well. You know, hopefully you succeed at it and all that. But it's definitely, sometimes it just takes the little bit of effort to force yourself over that hump to get over the hurdle and, you know, just hope that everything works out. What? I did not read any of that. I should probably look at my abilities while I'm here. Triple finishing kick? Hell yeah. I will take the combo speed boost. Double quick step as well, definitely going to be handy. Yeah, I guess that's like the thing is you can only ever hope for the best. I definitely know the feels. Yeah, it might just be like that's just like a process you have to actively try to break or something. I'm sure eventually you'll find the system that works for you. It'll just take some experimentation and all that to get there. Yeah, I could definitely see it working out well for working out. But yeah, I think it's just to experiment and find the right approach. Well, if you're trying to finish studying to be able to play games, is there some way you could turn studying into a game? Like, obviously it might not be a fun game. But the hard part, I guess, is it also needs a reward system. Like, it's fine to be like, oh, well, you know, you can make it a memory game or that kind of thing, but it still needs some kind of payoff. I was definitely not a studier, so I understand completely. It's a little bit of a struggle. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, let's go. I don't know why I still have the baseball bat. Oh, that is a lot of dudes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, is it's like anything you self-impose, you could just do yourself. So I guess it's kind of still like a matter of willpower and all that, in addition to everything else, is having that self-imposed restriction to force yourself to adhere to the reward system. Which, I mean, that's a judgment call you'd have to make yourself. Could you implement something like that and have it work out? I'm not doing too hot in these fights today. That was a good finish. Oop. I pushed the wrong button. Good job. Is he just knock? There we go. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. That you just need the right people around you. That if you can find somebody where it's a natural process to just kind of be in that zone and vibing and getting along with it and just doing it together, that's a solid possibility. Yeah, it's definitely cut from a very rare cloth. But you're also conscious of that fact, of your own perception of yourself and everything. So that definitely gives you maybe a little bit of an edge versus if you were like that and not conscious of that. Oh man, another locked door. What the fuck? Yeah, I definitely understand the feeling. Is it's just like, sure, I can be social and all that, but it's a different feeling to have the time to disconnect and be alone by yourself and all that. Maybe the social part can give you a bit of an edge there on being able to find like a good study partner or something. That's understandable. I understand the lifestyle completely. And I guess it comes down to like just in general how accepting like the area around you is of that kind of stuff as well. Valid take for sure. I like working on things, I like making things, all that kind of stuff, so I definitely understand the feel. Where is... oh, there... okay, there's two guys still going. What is up with that blood animation? Yeah, I'm sure with the right amount of patience and time and all that, you could probably find someone who's a compatible match to be a good study partner, and maybe that'll be a path that helps. I think that was a pretty good idea. That you just need to find the right combo to get along with and have everything work out like that. Okay, cool. I swear if there's a long cutscene at the end of this section, I'm so screwed. I've got like 5 minutes and I'm not near a save point. Yeah. I definitely understand that vibe as well of like just everything working against you sometimes. It's unfortunate that, you know, life works out that way sometimes, and it is what it is sometimes, and you just kind of have to, I'm not going to say cut the loss, that feels weird. But, you know, in an ideal world, everything would work out perfectly and just super great, but we're not always so lucky. I definitely know that. I've had what was I saying? I've had a bunch of stuff lately just kind of not work out the way it was expected, and it's been a whole time, but that's a totally valid take. Like, especially depending on what you want to do with your life in general, like grades don't really matter that much. You know, it's like, depending on the career path and everything, sure, it might have a little bit of an impact, but at the same time, nobody's going to remember in, yeah, like you said, like a decade, specifically what you were scoring or anything like that. They'll just be like, oh, you're a good student or a bad student or something like that. And that's all that matters, right? Is like putting the energy in, putting the effort in, and trying. At the end of the day, like whether you succeed or not, if you put in a legitimate effort, that's what matters. You know, that's all we can ever do is our best. Please let me beat his ass already. I definitely felt the same way as a student, that, you know, it didn't really matter that much. There's definitely a line on where they do and don't matter, and it's definitely inflated depending on what you want to do. You know, some of the most successful people I know really weren't great students, or were like actively bad students, and it is what it is. There's a lot of different factors in the big old path of life, and sure, I can understand where the societal pressure to do well comes from, but it's not everything. That was a really easy fight. Well, I'm sure with, you know, some time and reflection, all that, there are possibilities. You know, like you made a comment about always having a wrench in your hand if you're born in a different time period, but it's like, you could always pursue the trades. You could go for like heavy duty mechanic or something like that. And that's an entire path in and of itself. I mean, a whole class having bad grades is definitely suspicious. A whole class? There's not one motherfucker in there doing well? That's sus. I was not paying attention to that. That's valid. There might be some kind of alternative system in there somewhere. Oh, I'm just fucking this up. That is an absurd statistic. You know, if it's 1 in 12 kind of numbers, how fucked is the rest of the school system? What? Why do I only have Torrenter? Yeah, 1 in 12 students is definitely not... I mean, it's 1 in 13, isn't it? 1 in 13 students is definitely not a normal statistic. So yeah, I wonder if maybe there's something about the way they teach or what. Love the casual physics of the chair hitting the wall there. Yeah, maybe it's just the system. Maybe the curriculum's not laid out right. Maybe it's the course planning. It could be a lot of things. You know, there's a million factors there on what does and doesn't make a successful student.
それはもらったものじゃなかったでしたっけ？返さなくても結構ですよ。あんたをぶちのめしてから勝手にもらっていきますから。
It could be the teachers, it could be a lot of things.
勘弁してくれ。しょうがないね。それじゃあどうしてこんなことをしたのか。
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be the teachers. It could be the material they're given. It could be that the teachers themselves are good, but they're forced to work within the confines of the bigger system. Ooh, that was a good little model glitch there. Please let me save soon. Yeah, there's a lot of factors. And it doesn't necessarily need to be exclusively one thing either. It could be a factor or a mix of a bunch of factors like that. Oop. Just dropping the controller. I see how it is. Come on, please. Please. What the fuck? What? Did you just lose it on the whole paragraph for using one weird word choice? That's whack. Like, I can understand losing, like, a point or two and being like, hey, this would make more sense. But to go all the way down to, like, 0 points? Oh, I'm so glad it put me here. That's definitely whack. That's such a fucked system. I know there's a lot of school systems like all over the world that have a lot of problems, but that's whack. Okay. What, I'm not allowed to have an original thought? I have to repeat the textbook to you? Lame. Counter kick? Yes please. Guardrail crush. I'm not going to be near a guardrail that much, considering I'm at, like, the end of Akiyama's section. That's what I'm going to go for. No, I'm just going to hold on to the orbs, and then save again. Alright, I am about to head out here. I have some stuff to do. In a second here, I will pop over to my Just Chatting street window. There we go. Fuck me. English is my first language, I swear. But yes, I definitely appreciate you coming out. There's add mass where if you got the correct answer, that's so stupid too. Like, I can understand knocking a couple points for not showing the work the way they want it shown or using the wrong system or anything like that. But just to completely lose it is bullshit. I would not have liked your school system, apparently. That is whack as fuck. I didn't like mine, and this is just absolute bullshit I'm hearing the whole time. Okay, save. Okay, but I should head out. It's always been really nice to sit here and talk. Unfortunately, I've kind of had a small window to stream today, seeing as I'm just coming up on 3 hours. If anything, I'm a couple minutes late, but that one section really fucked me. But it is what it is. I'm still in an acceptable time frame, but I really hope you get that shit figured out. That is whack. You know, nobody should have to deal with all that, and you know, hopefully you find something that works for you. But I appreciate you coming out and talking. Thank you for the follow. You know, so much. I appreciate it. And yes, you too. Take care. I hope you had a great time as well. And it's been nice having you here. And I typically upload VODs on YouTube. That usually takes about 2 days. My Twitter was in the top hand corner there, and it'll come back in a second when I go to the ending screen. But it's been nice to be here. It's been nice to chat. I always appreciate new viewers, new chatters, new followers, and all that. So thank you so much. And just thank you to everybody that came out and watched throughout the stream at any point. And I will see everybody again soon.